Alright, Paul, you know what happens next. That's right, it's another rematch from last season's World Championship, featuring ChaoEmperor, Rennings, ChaoEmperor, and Glen Murray. On our first meeting all the way back in week 1, Glen Murray began his redemption run over the defending champion Rennings. Let's find out who will win part 2 of the rematch saga for our fall preview show this week. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's have a Chao race! And John and Glen are on good rest. So let's watch Howard and Donald. These two will have come in on the opening edge up and in front. Let's find out which one will pay off or not in the one. And like we always do with each and every week, anything can happen in the Chao Racing universe. That's our motto we stick with all the time throughout the season. And it looks like how Miller has eaten the fruit, and there he goes, with Rennings catching up to him in second place behind the pack. What are these Chao going to be doing? How we decide to take pictures, and it looks like Rennings is going to be heading for the water. And who will get the winning toss this time around? It is going to be none other than John Miller of the Dazzling Aces who gets it. He's getting left behind in the competition. He's heading for the water, trying to maintain the ground. Glen Murray, who is in last place, is also flying towards the water. So now both of them will have a little bit of gaining ground to get back in this one. As Glen Murray takes speed boost number 2 to his face, now catching up to John Miller of the Dazzling Aces. Right now it is our defending champion, Rennings, who is in the lead over last year's runner-up, ChaoEmperor, from the Miller Traders. As we head back into Glen Murray. That's back-to-back speed boost for Glen Murray, and number 7 toss from 1, so he'll be left behind for a while. Number 1 is really left behind. But guess who really is left behind as we pass the 1 minute mark? I think number 8 really needs some help right away, but let's head back to Glen Murray. Trying to catch up to the others in a hurry, Rennings is safely in the lead with no points to worry about for the current moment as he makes his way towards the wall. And who got the next one? It is ChaoEmperor, who was last year's runner-up. Poor number 1 and poor number 8 all the way in the back still really need his help. Number 8 really needs his help from the 2. I think he's going to need a lot of speed. Yep, and he will get a speed boost. But I think he's going to need a lot more help than that to stay in the game. Rennings, meanwhile, is heading towards the home stretch, has a short lead over ChaoEmperor at the current point. And there he goes. Rennings is flying towards the water, trying to maintain the lead over ChaoEmperor. As number 1 will get a turn now. And there goes ChaoEmperor flying towards the home stretch. But he left a little bit of room to mumble for Rennings. So Rennings is going to win this one for sure. As number 2 dominates on the 4th switch on the next class speedruns, you can tell me one up for Rennings over ChaoEmperor. So Rennings won this round. That means he's now at 8 and 6 in his 2018 Road to Repeat run. Well done by Rennings. As number 8 will close on speed boost race. That makes his 2nd speed boost in the race, but he's still left behind, just behind number 7. Alright, Rennings got the victory. That's right, he is now 1 step closer towards fulfilling his 2019 repeat time run, and it's more time coming up after we hear a word from this.